Well, first few days of practice, changes in technique, different things you're being taught or different ways you're being taught?
Yeah, I mean, practice, offenses are usually pretty much the same, but, with Coach Moore, it's more, technique is key on his part, and I think we spent most of our practices, teaching that technique and working boards and shoots and, just going over the basic fundamentals of first step and driving guys off the ball. So I think that's the biggest part of what the change has been, that focus on your technique so far.
Anyone stand out, like footwork, hand placement, things like that, or something that stands out that you've really had to break down and redo?
From the switch from right to left, now it's right inside hand was dominant. It was my inside hand on right. Now it's my outside. So it's just figuring out trying to move it back over to left and just figure out what I need to work on. And right now it's hands, so just keeping those up and just trying to work on that every day. And everyone's got we've got our own goals on what we need to work on and improve on. So I think that's a big change from last year. Is it wasn't that big focus on what fundamentals were.
Moving from right to left, you played left first year some, but is it odd going back? Footsteps, all those other things?
It's not odd. It's just relearning what you had, and now getting the now I'm there for right now, and that's the focus is left instead of being a pivot from right to left. So now it's more focused on left, and I can most of my drills are going to be at left, so I'm going to be focused on learning that technique and honing in on what I need to work on at left.
How long do you think it'll take for you to get to where you need to be?
You never know. I mean, hopefully within the week before full pads come on, but every day is just it's a learning curve, and you find new things that you need to work on, and there's I've got my goal of hand placement and stuff like that, but it's also kick slide and getting off the ball is a big thing that Coach Moore has been preaching, is getting off the ball. If you beat the defender, you got a pretty good chance even if he's better than you.
How much different is it playing for Coach Brown? You're bringing up fundamentals, I guess, to Coach Holgerson. Is there a big difference between playing for both of those guys? Or?
Yeah, I mean, both guys, they had their own, focus points, and Coach Brown, his has been that family focus, and now getting a few practices in with Coach Brown, it's definitely a fundamentals thing, but it's also a he mentioned today after practice, guys need to get in and watch the practices and, review what coaches are telling us in the comments and work on studying our films just like we do schoolwork. So, it's going to be a big thing as guys coming in and doing extra work in the film room.
With you and Josh splitting up on opposite sides, is maybe that a little bit of a help because there's one veteran on each side that you guys can, kind of be the anchors?
Yeah, I think that was kind of the thing last year. Is he kind of put me with the with our we had troubles with the right guard last year, and I think that's kind of there this year with putting Josh with Kelby. That's going to be a solid right side. They're going to put me at left with a younger guy, trying to get him experience what I kind of had to, is just bringing him along and teach him the ropes of what it's going to take to play at this kind of level.